Okay, this is Brian Stoll for Timing Strategies, Tuesday, October 20th. And today we went long a little more. We are now long in our RADX end of day systems 90%. We're willing to commit to go up to 120%. Our risk is this low back down here of August 16th, but that determines a little more complicated than that instead of going into it on the video. But what we saw today is what I was looking for back in October 30th, 31st, was a move back down into this level, tested that range. We got that today. We didn't quite get what I was looking for at the 141.5. We still might get it tomorrow if we get a move from today's low down again, and we're down about 4 or 5 points on the futures right now because of what's going on in Japan. I heard just recently. I don't know what that means tomorrow, but for now it's down a few points on the futures. If we get a move down into the low like we're saying right here, and then it hits that low, wipes it out, and heads back up above again that low that we're talking about at 143.67, which we got today, that may be a very strong indication of a longer term until the end of the year bottom, at least until Christmas, let's say. And we may go long another 30% to commit up to 120% of capital. That again depends on price action and volume. We got a lot of volume today. Second biggest volume day since the August 16th low, which coincidentally comes into test at that August 16th low. Also want to point out the SMH. So those of you that are very, very aggressive, that want maybe a potentially low risk trade, you can take a look at the SMH or the, I believe it's the DCR, which is, that's not it, I'm sorry. I don't want to screw you up here, SMH. Bottom line, if you're looking to get long the SMH, this is a very low risk point to get in at, right here at 32. If it takes out especially the low on a closing basis of yesterday, which would have been Monday, and put a stop right below that 31.5 level, 31.40 level. Very low risk entry point. We'll be looking to do that with some of our other clients that we manage for some ETF accounts. Also want to bring to attention the XLF. Did we put in another, all this evidence is pointing to, not capitulation by all means. That's not capitulation, but that is a short-term 3 to 5 day low with a potential of 2.5 to 5% worth of a bounce on the way up. Am I bearish still? Absolutely. Could we get a bounce that could take this whole thing up 5-10% on the XLF, back up into that level of 31.5? Absolutely. What would that be on a percentage basis? Let me just take a quick look here. That'd give us 8-9%. Not a bad trade. If you wanted to use the 2 beta ETF, that'd give you a 15-20% return depending on how high it went. And again, that's not unreasonable going into this seasonal time of the year. We've got some heavy extremes in a lot of areas. I also want to bring to the attention, for those of you that might be idiot wave fans, and I say that tongue-in-cheek because I love it, but there's just so many idiot waves out there that it's become worth less and less as more idiots enter the wave. But today we got, and there's a few more that I can bring to your attention here, but if you look at the low of March the 14th, and I'm trying to get a grab on this. If you look at the low of March 14th, well, whatever, the low of March 14th to the low of August 16th of this year, and you stretch that out and project it into today, we got a 1618 projection. It's basically 68% beyond that point today. And if we look at the composite, new symbol, I think that's $COMP. Forget it. Let's go back. SPY. Bottom line, I can give you a few more dynamics, time dynamics that we're sitting on right now at this low today. So I anticipate today's low or potentially even a stab low tomorrow if we go a little higher. We could even close lower tomorrow. But I believe, in my estimation, and all the technicals that I use to manage the accounts that we manage for end of day and intraday systems, we're putting in a low either here today or maybe tomorrow, and we should go higher for until sometime close to Christmas. Other than that, you know, your dollar, hey, DX, Hank Paulson at work, man. Look at new almost all-time lows again on the dollar on a closing basis, 8.5% since the August 16th lows. What does that mean for the entire year? Well, let's see. For the year, the dollar is, 12% just about. Hank Paulson on the job, defending that strong dollar policy here with a zeal. I don't know why they even bother anymore. But point being, we're looking for lows today or tomorrow. We are long 90% in our Radix end of day account. You can check out our current positions tab on our website. Feel free to give us a call or an email. Phone number is 1-800-675-2131. Our email is admin@timingstrategies.com. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'll try to do a post tomorrow. May or may not make it depending on holiday scheduling. But happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays.